Good morning, MOMnation.
Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. It feels like forever since we've been together on here, even though it's only been 2 weeks.
I know. So
Yeah.
thank you for holding down the fort last week. So Vegas. What's up, Ash? Good morning. First
Hey,
comment to Ashley
Ashley.
Parker. So, oh my gosh, Vegas. Um, so I don't typically, and I think this is probably pretty understandable for people. I don't typically say, "Hey, y'all, I'm going to be out of town, everybody in the world, from this day to this day," because safety and stuff. So that's why y'all didn't know about it till after the fact. But yeah, Sonia held down the fort for me last week. Thank you, Son. Because guess what I got to do? It's actually pretty cool. So I went to Vegas to spend a couple of days with my very first best friend ever in my life that I ever had. And she's actually my cousin. We pretty much grew up together because our moms are close in age and close, you know, familially, whatever that word is. So we pretty much, we saw each other quite a bit. So we
Yeah.
feel very close to one another and had a great time, except oh my goodness, something crazy happened in Vegas that
Oh.
scared the absolute crap out of us. So we decided to venture out of our casino. We got there at we stayed at the Fountain Blue, by the way, because we
Oh,
went
I've never been there.
to, it's new, and Heart was playing there. That's why we met there, because our favorite band from back in the day when we were younger was playing there. So
Yeah.
anyway, so we get there. This is crazy. So we get there and we check into our hotel, everything. And she is not a Vegas frequenter. Like, we live close to Vegas, so we've been there a bunch. You have too.
Mhm.
And she doesn't. She lives on the East Coast. So she doesn't she's not real familiar or anything. And I'm all like, let's go out on the strip. Let's walk around. Let's, see the sights, have a bunch of fun. I know what I'm doing. So we're not on the street for like 10 minutes, seriously. And we're just walking, talking. And some guy runs up to her very aggressively and starts
Oh.
swearing and screaming at her.
Oh.
Like, yeah, very, very scary. I don't know what he was on, what was going on with him. He didn't attack me. He attacked her. Obviously, I would have helped her out if he would have touched her. But
Yeah.
um, it was extremely scary, and there were people all around us that weren't doing anything. I don't know if they would have done something if he would have, actually struck her. He did lunge at her. Um,
That's scary.
yeah, and then these couple of guys that were either walking beside us or in front of us, I don't really recall because there was too much commotion. Um, they were like, "Oh, yeah, he's been doing that all the way up the strip to people."
Oh.
And I'm like, "How are you following him doing this all the way up the street? Like, you didn't call the cops or something? You
Yeah.
know? Like, you just let him terrorize women all the way up the strip and, you knew about this?" Anyway,
Yeah. That's terrifying, and he's gonna do it to the wrong person one day,
right.
and
He's gonna do it
yeah.
to the wrong person. Yeah.
Th
I may have
Ugh.
been the wrong person had I not been in Vegas, you know? Um,
Yeah. Ugh.
so sorry, my gross coffee, I'm drinking it out of an actual drinking glass today instead of a mug. Well,
No, you're good.
I drink
Is
iced
it ice?
coffee, so always. Yeah, I don't drink
Yeah.
hot
Okay,
coffee.
I'm like, "Are you drinking hot coffee out of the glass?" I'm like,
No.
yeah, I
That
started you
would
know
be
what I
weird.
yeah, but that's why I'm like, You know what I've been really so badly addicted to, and I blame my brother-in-law. I love ginger ale. I just love ginger. Anything
I love
ginger,
ginger
I
ale
love it.
too.
Love
Canadian dry
ginger ale.
is my jam.
Dude, the best ginger ale ever. It's 10 in the morning and I'm drinking it. Is this one, Vernon's. Have you ever had Vernon's?
No. Is it real gingery? Because
Dude,
I don't like it super gingery.
it is pretty gingery, but it has, like, the sweetness to kinda even it out, but one day you should taste it and see if you like it. It like, changed my life on ginger ale, and now, like, we have some, and I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get one of those," which is really bad because 'cause I'm not a crazy soda drinker, but, like, it's, like, 10 in the morning, and I'm like, "Ooh, ginger ale." But, yeah, no, I love it. It's delicious, but Yeah, so no, at my house, if you guys hear banging around, because you guys always do it, there's always something going on
There's
here.
always something
Um,
happening.
so we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, and we're having my in-laws over, and then we're like, it's so Connor has a really small family, and then I have like, there's gonna be about 50 of us at our house, and only
It's
like
only
four of
your
them,
family.
it's all my family. Only like 4 or 5 of them are his. So the rest are mine. But we're getting everything all ready. And so we have a fifth wheel, the one that we were living in,
Right.
that's parked on the side. But the people here, it's a huge side yard, and we're having to trench out. Well, we just trenched out to put electrical and plumbing, and then we're doing our sewer clean out. We're putting it closer to it so we could hook it up.
Nice.
So we got full
Nice.
hookups. But right now yes, I'm so sore. The past 2 days with shoveling and but it's nice weather outside. I love this weather. And so it's like keeping the ground all moist and not dusty, and it's soft
You
and it's cool.
you know you're from the West Coast when you say a rainy day is nice weather. Because
Oh
East
man.
Coaster here, you're never going to hear that come out of my mouth. Like since I've been living in Arizona for over 20 years, I dig the rainy days too. Like
Yeah.
finally, but girl, like it probably took me a good 10 years to even ever want to see another drop of rain ever again
Well, it's
because
fun. Yeah, it gets well, and it's funny. When I was in Washington, like, it was gray all the time, and I loved it. Like, I thought it was beautiful and nice. And we were only there for 2 years. If I would have stayed a little longer, I'd be like, all right, I'm done. But like now we come over here, and then we turned on the news this morning, and we're watching the news, and it's all this weather, like showing
I'm
the
like,
roads,
don't
and
watch the news.
I'm like, oh my gosh, well, we went to go. So we have this really weird block of time because we drop off Austin at school at 7:50, and then Connor can't get to preschool until 8:30. So we have this weird, like, there's 40 minutes that we just have to kill. So my father-in-law lives right in between them. So we just stop there and like hang out there for a while. And so he had the news on. But it
Cute.
was funny because they're all talking about the rain, and it's like, this isn't crazy rain, like crazy monsoony rain, but like every news channel was just like the rain and showing driving. Like it was like this huge headline, and I'm like, oh my
It is.
God.
It's a big deal here,
Pathetic.
which is so
It is.
funny because again, back east. Good morning,
Yeah.
everybody. Too. I haven't had a chance to say
Morning.
hello, Violet. Hello, Marilyn. Hello. I called my mom Marilyn. Hi, mom. Hello, Melissa.
I'm
Hello,
like, what?
Jessica. I'm just reading, dude. But anyway, it rarely is on the news on the East Coast because it's such a normal thing, except for when we get like the
Yeah.
real big, the real big snowstorms. But anyway,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
so much to talk about today, guys.
So
It's like
much.
unbelievable. And I feel like we just keep adding new things. It's all my fault.
Yeah. It
Anyway,
keeps it fun.
yeah, it does, especially during the holiday season, which is the most fun. So let's hop right
Yes.
into it. So the giveaway for November is live, guys. That is what you are playing for today. So first commenter, who is Ashley Parker, got on the wheel. She's probably, because we know Ashley, she's probably already on the wheel a couple of times.
Yeah.
Lucky
Yeah.
girl. But she got on the wheel, and that is to win a gift certificate for a family of 4 guys to Gray Hackle Lodge's Santa Workshop. And that is $160 value, and that is donated by Marcy Sawyer of Gray Hackle Lodge. So she is the lodge lady up north that we talk about all the time. We know and love her. She does so much for our community, you guys. She is just an
Yeah.
absolute gem of a human. So let's win this one, okay? So make sure you guys play hard, win this one. I know that you are going to have an absolutely great time with your family. I love those little Christmassy things, especially with the little kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And this one came and went kind of quick, guys. And I have to extend my apologies. Usually we're able to keep applications open for about a week or so. But this year, with everything that we had going on this month, we've got the monthly giveaway. We had the food drive, which was kind of like a pop-up, right? That's not something that we normally do this time of year. So that did take some bandwidth. What else? We've got the carrot giveaway coming up, which is absolutely insane cool, but that's been a lot of background sort of work to prepare you guys for that. So it's all my fault. My biggest apologies for only allowing a couple of days for nominations and for registrations for our 10th annual. Can you freaking believe it, Sonia? This is the
Yeah.
10th year.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? Like it's 10, well, what I mean, it was 5 years whenever I first joined the admin team, and it's just nuts. And this is, I mean, I don't think people understand how we don't just do one family. We do, how many are we doing? What, 5?
Five a
Yeah,
year.
so man, I was whenever I first hopped into MOMnation, I was the head of the Washington group that we used to have, and we only did one. And man, to try to
Right.
get this going, it's a lot. But
It's a lot.
we have so many amazing small businesses that help put this together. So many volunteers that just do this out of the goodness of their own heart, and it's just become such an amazing thing. I know that we were doing 3, and then we started 5 at what, a few years ago, and it's been
Actually,
awesome.
so it's funny that you bring that up because we've actually done 5 every year. And then
Oh, I thought it was only 3.
one year was 6.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So one year we just had an excessive amount. It was a really good year for people that year, I guess. I don't even remember which year it was. But we had so much that we were able to extend additional resources to a whole other family. And I even think
Yeah,
that year we ended up getting like gift cards for Christmas dinner donated as well. So that was
that's
a great
awesome.
year. I wish I remembered what year it was off the top of my head. But after this year is complete, so after we complete our 5 families this year, we will have helped 51 families. Now,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound like a lot, right? Because there's like so many families out there that need help. But where's my tissue? Because this always gets me. We're just so small. And it's like Sonia said, we don't have these big donors. Oh, 2023. Thanks, Ash. So that was a good year. But
Yeah.
we don't, like, we're not a nonprofit. We don't have big giant donors. We don't have all these companies, trying to throw money at us. This is super grassroots, guys. Like,
Mhm.
we all work very hard together, where some of us are single moms too that participate in this, and we work so hard to be able to provide this for families in need. And oh, it just warms my heart that we
Yeah.
have so many loving, giving moms in this group. So thank you guys. My heart goes out to you. There are certain moms that donate every year, and they know who they are, and I know who they are. And it's it, just this world is a better place with our moms who care about others. I
Yeah,
don't know what else to say. Like, I feel like words
totally
just
agree.
don't do it justice as to how I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I've only been part of it for, half the time that it's been going, and it's just awesome seeing the photos of the deliveries and I mean, just sharing how amazing, how amazing everybody just comes together and helps out. And it's really become such a, I mean, it still, takes a lot, but it's become such a well-oiled machine. You guys have done
Yeah.
so great with that. So yeah, no, I'm was so excited whenever I saw this post. Um, it always warms my heart too, just to see that it's this time of year again and we get to really just help people out. So it's pretty
Agreed.
awesome.
And it's a great time for, to help teach your child the spirit of giving as well. So a lot of our sponsors get their kiddos involved to get the gifts wrapped and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. Now, our sponsors are not just there to buy gifts. They can and they do, but they're mostly there to coordinate for the family. They get assigned one family out of the 5, and they're there to
Mhm.
coordinate for that family, make sure the gifts are wrapped, make sure every family member gets an equal amount of gifts. Like, they have a couple of little tasks that they need to, stay on top of, but they get their kids involved. And I have sponsors
Mhm.
that come back year after year and they're like, no, 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 my kids wanted me to do this again this year because they have so much fun putting the gifts together and, delivering to other kids. And it's just like a dream come true to hear that. I
Yeah.
love hearing that we're getting our kiddos involved. Our kiddos are understanding the spirit of giving. They're understanding what goes
Mhm.
into it, and just the value of community. So
Yeah.
that's what I love about it too. Not only are we
Yeah.
helping people, but we're teaching our kids some really great stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, that all being said, tonight, guys, again, I know it was a short window and I apologize for that. It is totally my fault because of the amount of work that we've had with what we've done this year so far, or this fall so far, I should say. So tonight is the end. Okay. We've got to get all registrations in tonight. So if you want to nominate a family, you absolutely can do that. The link is in this post. How do you find this post? Top of the group, click on the featured tab in there. Just scroll a little ways. You'll see this graphic, and that's where the link is. Please share it with local moms, local families in need. We go local because obviously this is a very physical event. Like, we are physically delivering these gifts.
Mhm.
So, and of course, I love all families in the nation, but Arizona is my home. And, I feel very passionate about giving back to home.
Yeah.
So let's keep it local, guys. Again, tonight registrations are done. We'll go to midnight. So you still got a bunch of time, still got about 14 hours to go here.
Yeah.
This is a question that has come up before. We don't announce who the families are publicly to protect their privacy. We will respond to each and every applicant, though. We can only take on 5 families. Like I said, we're very, very small, and it's literally like these individual families that are giving, right? So it's not big businesses, big corporations, big donors, things like that. We just don't have that. But I want to make sure that it is well known that these families are not on a podcast, are not in a post, are not put on blast in any way, shape, or form unless they want to be revealed. We've had a few families that are like, no, I don't mind. You can post pictures of, like, my gifts or whatever. Some families do like that, and they, want to publicly thank the donors. So we've had that too. But I just want to make sure that everybody is aware that the privacy factor is huge to us, and we're very, very sensitive to that. So,
yep.
So that's that. Oh my goodness. What questions do you have for me about Carrot? Can you even believe that we have Carrot again? How fantastic is this? And
I'm excited about it.
Dude, like, some mom is going to get free LASIK surgery in this group, and rumor has it, I haven't had a chance to circle back to Carrot yet today, but rumor has it that there's going to be more than one prize. Okay. You know what they say about rumors? They're not always true, but I got that information from a really good leaked source or a really good source leaker. I don't know.
Somebody's a whistleblower in there.
Somebody's a whistleblower. So that's happening. So what are your questions? Do you have any questions?
I don't, should I have any, I love, LASIK. I didn't get LASIK because my eyes were so bad. I got what's called PRK, where they like literally, so for LASIK, they do, and I got a whole eye makeover. It's changed my life. I was literally legally blind. It was bad. And now it really is life-changing. It's confidence builder. It's awesome. I'm so excited that they're partnering with us to give this one or maybe rumored more prizes. So I'm super excited about it. It's a great company. It's a huge prize for a company to give out something of this magnitude. So very, very excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. So some common questions, because we haven't dropped the information yet. I'm assuming some common questions are going to be, well, how does one sign up? And that is a really great question. One does not have to be a member of MOMnationAZ to sign up. We prefer that you are, because we're going to do a lot of talking about it in this group. We're going to be sharing a lot of content about LASIK and all sorts of things about Carrot and all that jazz. So we would like for you to see that, but it's not a requirement. What we are looking for is the winner will be a follower, though, of MOMnation and Carrot simultaneously. So read between the lines there. The sign-up sheet will be posted shortly with the guidelines on, how to enter, what they're looking for. I'm not the one making the decision. Sonia's not the one making the decision. Carrot's going to be making the final decision. We will, though, this will be really, really fun. We are going to poll the audience. So stay tuned to this show specifically, because we are going to poll the audience once we have our entries. We will give you guys an opportunity to voice your opinion too. And I think that that'll be super fun.
Yeah.
The participants that enter do need to submit a video. and the guidelines of what needs to be on that video. So it's not like we're not asking for sensitive information. Okay. It's more like, hey, what is your current experience like with your vision, and how will this change your life if you win this, right?
Yeah.
I know, I can't wait either, Ashley. It's so exciting. I got LASIK done in, well, it was well before my son was born, so probably like 13, 14 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I'm getting a little bit older now, and they did tell me, once you're in your late 40s, which knock, 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 you may need like readers, those little reading glasses, stuff like that. I don't need readers yet, but I have noticed that the far away vision's getting a little fuzzier the older that I
Yeah.
get. But when I first got it, I could see in HD. Like, it was
Yeah.
unbelievable. I could
Crystal
literally
clear.
see, I could see the little hairs
Yeah.
on your nose. Like, I could
Yeah.
literally see everything. It was crazy. I would see these road signs, and my husband would be like, how in the, I can't even see that sign. How the hell did you read it? And I'm like, superpower. So yeah, you definitely, you need to wear contacts and have your whole life. Yeah, you definitely need this, Ash, because let me tell you what, I was one of those girls too, where I had to have glasses by my bedside. I had to pop in those contacts on a DB, right? Because otherwise I'd bump into the wall. But yeah, so this is coming, guys. This is coming. We had this huge giveaway. I'm really excited about it. All right, moving on. This was great. So
Yes.
this, if you guys remember, this is something that we did over the last about week and a half, 2-ish weeks. We did our distribution last week. We did a food drive for those that were had their SNAP benefits on hold because of the government shutdown. It was really hanging heavy on a lot of our hearts on the admin team. We needed to do something about it. And we did. We did a phenomenal job, I feel like. And that is, the success was because of all of you. We had donors that came. Look at the east side, we had a little bit heavier of donations. West side, we got a decent amount of donations too. But I don't even remember how many bags we ended up with, but it was a significant amount. I was very, very, very proud of us. Very proud.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. We even added another pickup day. We had a few left over that we donated as well. It was great. We had one mom who, I don't know if she's a mom, I'm just assuming, but one woman, amazing woman, that she donated these pre-packed gallon Ziploc bags with, she had recipes in them, and then she had all the ingredients for that recipe, like a recipe card in it. So it was all these like pre-made meal like bags that were all shelf stable, and she delivered like so many of them.
That was amazing.
And she found us on TikTok. She found this on she found it on TikTok, and that was super fantastic.
Oh,
yeah, so she, I was so excited whenever we saw how much she had donated. It was a massive amount, and that's just one of our many, many donations that we got. But that one was kind of cool how she made her own little bags, and it made it very easy to divvy those up. So
totally agree. That was phenomenal. That one made me cry. Mom says the food drive was amazing. She's right. Mom helped me put together a bunch of bags, so that was really fun. It was good to have Mom, because I was like, you know how I am in the kitchen. I am like, does not compute. I am not functional.
Can I share a story of yours? Do you know what story I'm going to share?
No, but go ahead.
So every year, our real estate team, that Katie, you know what story I'm going to tell.
I do.
Every year that we have a Christmas party, and Katie and her amazing husband Matt, they host it, and we went over to her house, and they have these wall ovens, right? And so we see all of a sudden Katie like snaps, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "The charger's in the oven!" And there's this cord going into the oven. She's pulling at it, and it wasn't a charger. It was you know how you have like the temperature probe,
the meat thermometer,
the meat thermometer that's going, because Matt had it plugged into the steak and like on the side, and she's trying to pull it out of there. Anywho, that was funny.
I was completely clueless. I didn't know why there would be any sort of wires in the oven. Like, why would that happen? That seems not correct. It must be the phone charger.
You were so panicked.
My
It
mom's
was
laughing
awesome.
because she knows. My
Like
mom's
that
like,
made me
"Oh
that made me
yeah,
cry. That was so funny. Oh man. That was a good time.
good
But
times at Katie's house."
but I will say, before Connor and I met, I was like, I have two sisters. There's three of us. And my two sisters are super domesticated. Like they're very like they cook all the time. They're like very I'm not. I am not a domesticated person. And ever since, like, I would say probably the past couple years, I've started, like, this morning I woke up really early and made like burritos.
Ooh,
And because my dad's here, so I have to kind of be semi-domesticated. He's staying with us, helping us. So, and I made dinner last night and stuff, but like I've been trying to be a little bit more domesticated, and it's so hard
it
to
is.
like,
It
because I'm
is.
like, no, I don't want to cook inside. I want to go outside and help you guys dig that hole. And
Right.
it's weird. My mindset's odd. I'm very opposite than a lot of typical moms, but yeah. No,
Same.
I'm to say, yeah, if I didn't know those temperature probes, that because of Connor, I probably would have
You would have
done the
done. You would
same
have been right
thing.
there with me. You'd have been, yeah,
I would
with the
I would
phone's
have.
in there.
So I could sit here and tell a story and laugh, but I'm probably the same. So
You would have been right
anyway,
there with me. I know
I
it.
would have.
I know
So
it.
anywho,
All
but
right.
yeah. Moving on to the new
Moving
mamas.
on. Let's do some winning, shall we? Let's get some new moms on the wheel. We all know what we're playing for this month, and it is that big Grey Hackle Lodge giveaway. So here are our new mamas. We have a little list here. I love it. Let's do the wheel. All right. Let's see who wins. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right? There's no music
Let's
on my
see.
end, so
Oh, there's not anymore.
not today. Yay,
Jesse
Jesse
Frost.
Johnson.
This one's an easy one to spell. I think it was like 2
Yes.
weeks ago. I was like, oh, it
Oh
was a little
no.
harder.
Welcome, Jesse Johnson, and welcome to all of the other mamas. We love having you here. And we know that however you got here, if it was somebody that invited you or if Facebook told you that you needed to be here, well, you need to be here for a reason. I think you'll discover that reason real quick, and we're glad to have you. So, welcome to the family.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, let's hop into events. We've got a couple of events here coming up. I thought we had more than this, but maybe they've already passed. And, I mean, it has been 2 weeks since I've done the show. So on the 4th of December, which I don't know if you realize this, but that is coming up so quick. It's ridiculous. Like
It is.
December is here.
My birthday's the 3rd. So
Oh, that's right.
I'm excited for that. Yes.
Do you remember how old you're going to be? Because I know this is a conversation we often have.
I have to. Well, you know what? I've said it so much the past month that I do know that I am going to be 37. I'm 99.8% sure.
We'll do the math later.
So, yeah.
We'll confirm such things for Sonia.
Yeah.
I think that's right, though, because I think you are 9 years younger than me.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wait.
Ish. 9.5.
You're 79?
Yeah.
Like that's okay, because Connor's 80. So then, yeah,
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So that's it. We just did the math. If you guys caught that. So we have Santa's Elf for a Day coming up. We just mentioned Marcy Sawyer not too long ago, Grey Hackle Lodge. She is the sponsor for the giveaway for this month. She just does so much for the community. I mention her every single show, I swear, because she is so mentionable. And that's Marcy again with Grey Hackle Lodge coming up on December 4th. It says it's at 9:55 a.m. That's a very specific time. Perhaps it's 10 is my guess.
Maybe.
Maybe.
5 minutes early for parking? We don't know.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's 9. Okay, so once I opened up the description, I got to see a little bit more. So 9 to 5 for daily activities. The Christmas movie begins at 6 o'clock. They are closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. You can join them Thursday through Sunday, starting on December 4th. Okay, so it's not just that day. It's beginning on that day.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is like is it every day? Oh, daily activities. Oh,
Thursday through Sunday. Yeah. So it looks like they don't do it Monday through Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
No cabin rental required, so you don't have to spend the night. You can just come up for the day, experience the magic, and head back home. And honestly, like, it's not a super long drive. Payson
No.
is not that bad. It's like what, probably an hour and a half, hour and
Yeah,
45 fish.
not that far at all. And if you want to take a little break and gamble a little bit, you can always stop at the Wekopa Casino.
Yeah,
So
could always do that.
Yeah.
That's on the way. So what are you going to do? You're going to decorate gingerbread houses, build toys in Santa's workshop. Sounds like fun. Make reindeer food, ride the Christmas train, play laser tag, find your way through the maze, decorate your own ornament, cozy up with a Christmas movie, and make lots of memories, really. So that starts on December. I am so confused by these dates. Starts on December 1st, or no, December 4th. But in the description she has starts December 1st. I don't know. I would go on the 4th to be safe.
Yes. Yeah.
So
because then you'll be staying 4 days to wait.
Exactly. So what do we have after that? Well, we have the cruise that's coming up, and that's in the middle of March. So we try to time that. So we hopefully will hit everybody's fall break. Excuse me, not fall. We're in fall, Kitty. Spring break. So hopefully that lands on spring break for you, and it makes it easier for you to go. We're only going for 5 days. It's a extremely good price. I meant to say that differently. It just didn't come out right. So check that out. I think talk to Sarah Pitcher, guys. I think that you can still get tickets for this one. I'm sure you can. I don't know if you've got the early bird pricing anymore, which is where the good price came in. But talk with Sarah, see what she can do for you. She's usually really, really good. And if she can pull out some savings for you, she's going to do that. So that is coming.
This is the event that's not inside of the group for some weird reason.
Yeah,
it's like I think it's in the main group.
In the main page, you mean?
Yeah, the main page, but I don't think this is in the group because I think that's what we were looking at last time too. But this is the one that I was looking for. I knew we were missing something.
Got you. So this is Meet the Divorce Defenders. This is our little team that exists here in MOMnationAZ. They are all MOMnationAZ members, and they each do something different. So the idea here is women supporting women through the divorce process. If that's something that you are considering, something that you are just beginning, maybe you're in the thick of it, maybe you're done and you need to recover, then there is a lady on this team that can help you no matter where you're at in the process. So check out the Divorce Defenders. They do have a Direct Me page. It's DirectMe/Divorce Defenders, I think. If you Google it, I believe it comes right up on Google. It does for me anyway. And there is an event happening at 1 p.m. at the end of January, very last day of January. It is a Saturday, and that's where you have the opportunity to meet the Divorce Defenders. They'll give a small little presentation. It's going to be a very intimate group. There are only 10 seats available, guys. Totally free. Go learn a lot, connect with people who may be able to help you into the next chapter.
Yep. And then one thing about that I always forget to mention, I know it's called Divorce Defenders. However, if you are not legally married or you're just separating, every person on that panel can help you as well. So you don't have to be legally married to take advantage of that. I know I did not go through a legal divorce, but I did go through a separation with children, and every person on there can help me. Well, except I didn't own a home at that time, but still. All the other ones could help me. So just keep that in mind, that if you're just going through a separation and not a legal divorce, those ladies are still an amazing resource.
Absolutely. And that is a very good call. And maybe you didn't have property. So I am one of the Divorce Defenders, guys. It's me. I confess. I'm the real estate one. And maybe you didn't have property that you needed to deal with. You didn't need to split that asset, but maybe you wanted to learn about how you can purchase a property on your own once you're settled after going through that process, right?
Yep.
That is something else that we talk about as well. Like, okay, I'm here. now where do I need to be in order to become a homeowner again or become a homeowner for the first time? And that's where we'll talk a lot about that, and where I share some tidbits of information that a lot of people don't know in terms of what's available out there for certain loan programs. Hint, hint, I have a few of the lesser known loan programs coming out on Tip Tuesday over the next couple of weeks. Hint, hint. Okay. So next up, let's see who we have for winners. This is my post this week, and I don't even think that I posted on it because
I don't even think I didn't post you on it. Now I feel bad. I didn't even not that you could win.
Not that I can win, but it's still, still nice. Anyway, so let's see how many people we have. We have 16. Let's go 1 through 16. Number 3 makes it easy on me. Looks like it's going to be Crystal. Is it? 1, 2. Oh, Cassie put me. Thank you, Cassie. Kristen Leach.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Kristen. So thank you, Skylar, for tagging Kristen. Kristen is now on the wheel. And she does have a family of 4. So that's going to work out really great for Kristen if she's the one who wins. And I just want to say, just because you only have 1 entry onto the wheel, that does not mean that you can't win, right, Son?
Nope. We've had that happen before.
A few times where we've had winners that have only had 1 entry and they have gotten on.
I think that one, the one that happened, the most recent one, or the one at the beginning of the year, I think they were a new member too. Were they a new member?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like they just joined the group and they won.
Lucky.
So, yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't remember what that prize was, but they're all good prizes, so I'm sure it was great.
Yeah.
This is our November birthday post. So if you are a November baby, make sure that you tag yourself, or if you know of a mama in the group or outside of the group. If they're outside of the group, invite them in. Tag them on here, because this is another way that you can get on the giveaway wheel. This is always for next month, though. I always want to put that disclaimer out there, because we draw the winner for the birthday post on the last Wednesday of the month, which is the same day that we draw the winner for the giveaway for that same month. So when we draw the November birthday post winner, they're going to go on the giveaway wheel for next month. And yes, it's a surprise as to what that giveaway is. So have a little surprise in your life. Okay. Next up, we have our top 10 contributors. This is another way that you can get on the giveaway wheel. Each of these top 10 contributors get 1 entry. And yes, if they are on each and every week, because we pull this list every week, they get an entry a week. That's how it works. Mm-hmm. We do not choose who these people are. These are people who are commenting in our group regularly. They are reacting to posts regularly. They are posting regularly. Look at Marissa. She's awesome. She's in the number 1 spot here. She's got 2 posts, 93 comments, and 214 reactions. So she's working hard for this. She gets it, man. She is in the number 1 spot. We've got Miranda Ray in number 2, Ashley Parker number 3, Nikki Stratton number 4. We got my mama Marilyn in number 5. Number 6, we have Shyla Porter. Number 7, Erin McDonald. She is the co-admin to the MNAZ group, MOMnation Arizona, if you didn't catch that. That's my little acronym. Yeah. Christine Ruiz, number 8. Heather Fleeman, number 9. She just joined 4 weeks ago. Way to go, Heather. Awesome. She is already on the top 10. That is amazing. She is killing it. Thank you, Heather, for being here with us. And Alexa Rowland, thank you as well. So that rounds out our top 10. Each and every member that appeared on that list does have now a new entry into the giveaway wheel. All right. So this is Words of the Week. And Words of the Week is, like I say every single show, this is just me, things that I think about. And I'm just sharing it with you. And if you disagree, fine. If you don't, great. Let's have a conversation about it either way. I am always up to converse about these thoughts and ideas. And this week, it was about, that person that, like, no matter what, always has to point out something that you did wrong or something that you said wrong, or when you're like commenting, if you're having a discussion on social media, they're just like always looking for that gotcha moment.
Yep.
That's what this one was about.
I'm like that with my husband.
Are you? You're constantly trying to catch him?
It's because he's always right. Oh, all the time.
But
He's
he doesn't
always
strike me as one of those people that has to be like, oh, well, you spelled
no,
that wrong, or
no.
well,
That's
you
you.
know.
But I will say it's only with him, and it's only because he's always right. But for normal people who are like normal people, like we're not normal. I'm not, but but for your typical conversation with people, I have the feeling that yes, their mind is not at peace because they're always seeking validation, and that's why they always try to correct people. They just want that attention. Somewhere in their life they didn't get that attention, or they were treated that way. So
Right.
then those aha gotcha moments that they're now trying to prove, or it's toxic, and it's just attention seeking.
Yeah.
So they need some therapy. Everybody needs therapy, but they really need some therapy.
But they super need it.
Yes.
So that's what the post was about. These posts do appear on TikTok, which I'm so glad that Mom found us on TikTok for the food drive. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an older gal, so like Facebook is my jam, and I'm like trying this TikTok thing. I'm trying to be cool, guys. I'm trying to be cool. But this does appear over there. This post is on our Instagram. We have a threads now for Mom Nation because, getting up with the times. So it appears there too, and it's there for the sharing. If it's something that that hits home for you, please share it. I would really love to have more conversation around these ideas. So thank you to those who humor me in that. I do appreciate it. All right. So speaking of Tip Tuesday, we're getting into podcasts now, guys. This is a segment of the show where we go over the podcast that came up last week. All of those episodes. We all know that I'm podcast girl. So it's something that I really enjoy doing. I love sharing information. I love sharing education, especially, with what I do every day. I've been doing it for 2 decades, guys. So I have a little bit to share. The 50-year mortgage was presented. This idea was presented. What do we think about it, Son?
I have mixed feelings about it.
Do you?
So I do. Yeah, because here's the thing. For me personally, I don't, and this is just my way of thinking of it. I move every 2 years. Hopefully this home I'm gonna be in for a long time. So I don't mind the 50-year mortgage for myself because that just short term I'm gonna be paying less and then I'm gonna sell it and good. But that all depends on where the market goes and how much, because a lot of that goes towards interest. So how much am I paying
Correct.
down my house? So whenever I sell my house, am I going to have enough equity? So like there's some pros and cons in it. I think when people see 50-year mortgage, they're so off put by it, like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Why would somebody want to be locked in for 50 years? And I think if you really think deep about it, there are some pros to the 50-year mortgage. Now, a lot of
Yeah.
people in the housing industry, like a lot of big names in the housing industry, have kind of been pretty off put by it. But I think we really need to delve deep into what this could mean for affordability in a time where it's kind of gives you where homes could be affordable, but we're not tanking people's equity because that's
Like
the
the
way
neg
that
ams.
yeah. So that's one thing that I don't know. I'm an optimist. I see the positives in everything. I do see some positives in this. So I think before people push it off, definitely watch this video and see, some of the pros and cons and really make a decision for yourself instead of, just right away pushing it off. Just it could be a good thing if it happens. So maybe.
Well, here are my thoughts initially. I like having choices. I
Yes.
like having the ability to, do my research, become educated, and make a choice. So this is another choice, right?
Mhm.
This is another tool. And just like you said, I'm going to tell you that statistically speaking, most people don't pay off their 30-year fixed mortgage, which is the
Nope.
most popular product and has been, right?
Yeah.
Most people don't do that. They move in 3 to 5 years is the typical sequence, or they refinance in that amount of time. So they're also resetting the clock. Like, think about this,
Yeah.
like how many times, let's just pick somebody on average. I don't know this stat. I don't have it in front of me, but let's just say somebody refinances their loan like twice. That's not unheard of, right?
Yeah.
They just reset the clock twice.
You're already
So
at 30. You're already at 50 years.
Or, well,
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
not 50 years, but you're already at like 30, you're already at like 40 years, if
depending on
depending on
where you're
how
at.
far. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we
So,
need to think about it that way. Also, the 40-year mortgage was introduced, I think, in the 80s, I want to
mhm,
say. Um, and again, that's still available as a tool out there for people to use. There's a couple hoops to jump through, as I understand it. So it's not super popular, but it's a choice and it's a tool out there for somebody to use to, reduce that upfront monthly cost while
mhm.
they stay in their home for the next 3 to 5 years, which again is common.
Yeah.
So again, I like having choices. I consider myself to be a resourceful person, so I'm going to be doing the research that I need to do for my family to decide if this is the right product for me. I think that we can be any of these types of programs that come out can be tools if used responsibly.
Yes.
Um, like the 5-1 arm. Nobody complains about that, but that
Yeah.
rate will adjust after 1 year if you stick it out for that long, right? That rate adjusts
Yeah.
every year
And
going forward.
that's a perfect example. The last home that Connor and I had, the one that we just sold last year, we were on a 5-1 arm and we had a killer rate. And guess what? We sold it. We never jumped up. You know what
You
I mean?
never hit the one. Yep.
And that's the thing is the thing with real estate that I think people need to really wrap their head around, and I think it's very hard because of all the news sources and everything coming out, is that anything having to do with really anything in life, but when it comes to real estate and you go and you ask somebody, is this a good market to buy? Is this a good market to sell? Is this a good time to do this or that? Any realtor who could look at you and tell you straight in the face, yes, it is, or no, it isn't, is lying to you because they don't know your full financial picture.
Yeah.
Real estate decisions are so personal, and like you
So
said, you're going to
personal.
do your research and see
Hmm.
if it fits what your real estate goals are, what your any of your future financial goals are. It's
Hmm.
so like I said, 50-year mortgage for me, I think obviously we don't know all the rules yet because this is just an idea, right? But
Hmm.
how it would probably work out, it'd be something that might work out for me and my family. It might not work out for somebody else, but and that's why it is so important that you guys do your research on anything when it comes to any financial decision in your life, because it's not one size fits all. It's all very, very personal. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. What if that, property, this is being presented as a primary loan, right? For
Mhm.
for purchase money.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, for a primary home is what I should say, purchase money for a
Yeah.
primary home. So, who's to say that in a few years it doesn't become an investment property? And now
Mhm.
who cares? Like now your tenant is paying it, right?
Yeah.
And you're probably getting some sort of cash flow over and above.
Mhm.
So now your tenant's paying for this. I don't know. I just feel like it's a tool and you definitely need to do your research and your homework. Thanks,
Yeah, don't just
Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, don't just automatically write it off because there are I mean, in this one it's a little difficult, right? Because it's an idea. Like I said, it was just presented. Nobody
Correct.
knows how the gears are going to turn. But it still is. It could still work out for some people. And like you said, it's fantastic for us to have those options because those options are it's all creative financing, right? For people who
Correct.
aren't, don't have all that money to pay cash. And for somebody, for that single mom who just who doesn't care how long it is or how the end game is, that's why people have credit cards. They need it now. They need
Hmm.
something now. And for somebody who just wants a home to have for their kids, a safe roof over their head, this could be a fantastic financial tool that could save them a few $100s a month.
Hmm.
So it's the difference between being homeless and having a home. So it's a tool that we can use. So I don't think, I don't see the doom and gloom in it. I see some positives in it. So I'm glad you do too. So that's
Yeah,
great.
I definitely do.
So,
Again, I like
yeah,
having choices. I think choices are
yeah,
important. And,
absolutely.
last point is, and Art Care says same. Yeah, choices are
Yeah.
important. I like
Hmm.
I like having the opportunity to choose. So we did actually do an example in this video, and because Ryan is my co-host of this video, he's our mortgage lender with. I was going to say Waterstone Mortgage. That's who he used to be with, but he is now with Your Best Mortgage. Man, it's been years. He owns his
Yeah.
own company now. Man, I just like blast from the past.
Yeah.
But anyway, we did present some numbers too, so that people can kind of get a feel for, okay, on a $450,000 purchase for a 30-year fixed, which is your most popular product, right? What is the payment versus what would it be on the 50-year? And he did go over those numbers, and it's I think it would really help some people out there. I think it definitely makes a difference in budget. So
100%. Yeah.
So that one's out there, guys. Real Estate Tip Tuesday is like 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. So it's a really, really quick, bite-sized, super value-packed little podcast episodes. So check that out. If you're unsure of how to find that at this point, go over to YouTube, type in Team Evo AZ, and you'll find me there. All right. This is our lovely Erin. I am so appreciative of her. She really is like what we need right now, Sohn, especially, with you being over 30 and me being way over 30. These episodes are really helpful. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So this one is just about hormone balance and metabolism resets. How many of all of us need that, right? And that is for women over 30. And Erin goes into some, yes, mom says, love Ryan Gilliam. Me too. I know. He's my favorite. Yeah. Erin goes into some, again, with the bite-sized, value-packed pieces of information. So I was clipping out her show the other day because I do clips for our reels, for our social media. And one of the clips that I grabbed was so eye-opening for me. I catch the replays when I can, but I'm podcast girl. So how many do I have? 11? There's a lot. Okay. So I was clipping it, and she had said, you know how we always hear, especially at our age, sleep is really important. And that helps with, avoiding weight gain. Well, she explained it in this video of why that is.
Oh.
And it was so freaking eye-opening. I'm like, duh, that makes so much sense. Here I am not making the connection all these years. I'm 46 years old. So there's still a lot of years to not make this connection. Well, I only cared about it after, I turned 35, 36 when things started changing. But I never put two and two together as to why sleep is so important. And it is so simple, and it makes so much sense. So she just blasts my world, my health world open every single week with new aha moments. So definitely check out Erin. She has amazing content over at 8 Wellness Collective. That is her company name. She is just an online fitness beast, fitness and nutrition. She just is, man. I love how she does things. And she has her very own playlist over on our YouTube channel. And that YouTube channel is MOMnation USA. So that's our MOMnation channel. And she has her very own Energy Shift playlist, also podcast. So if you just want to hear all Erin all the time, then you can do that. But I highly suggest, especially if you are a woman over 30, how many of us are there in here? I think that's most of us. Then check her out. Super valuable.
Yeah, no, she's super awesome. And she is live, guys, every single week. So if you want to not only hear what she has to say, but participate in what she says, she's amazing. She will answer your questions live. Just hop on in. And if it's something that's off topic than what she's talking about, just type it in. She'll most likely make a show about it. She loves it. So yeah, it's definitely a good watch.
She does. I love that you mentioned that. Erin is super receptive to feedback and loves the feedback. She just wants to know what you guys need and want. She has a pretty good idea because she does work with a lot of, this is her demographic, right? Is women over 30. It's who she works with. So she knows, she has got a pretty good idea of what it is we need, even if we don't know. But if there is something that is hanging on you that you're like, hey man, it's funny that I said that. I didn't mean it like that. But then definitely give her some feedback. She's all about it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree.
And last, so hint, 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 end of the show is coming up. For those that want to get last comment as we end the show, you want to get those fingers ready because it's coming right up, guys. But this is our last podcast that I'm going to talk about today. And this one just came out on Monday. This is with Diana Eisel. She is a licensed couples therapist. She's awesome. P.S. Both Sonia and I know her personally, and I just
Yeah.
love Diana. She's so just honest and real and down to earth, and delivers it in a way that is like understandable, which
Yeah.
is what I really like about her.
Yeah.
She's brilliant as well, and
She's amazing.
and her delivery is spot.
And I've had and you have too, but I've had the pleasure of being around her and her husband, and I love their relationship.
Me
They
too.
are adorable and so cute, and her husband is just he's a peach. So our kids
He is a
played in
peach.
our kids played in flag football, not together, not on the same team, but like I see them every week, and man, they're just such an amazing couple. And you could see how she utilizes her knowledge with, like, she doesn't like therapy him, but like you could see what a great relationship they have. You see some of those like therapists, and I hope my sister never sees this. My sister's a therapist. I love her. I love you, Melissa, so much. My sister's a therapist, and it's just part of her. It's who she is, and learned about her because she has a passion for what she does. But she's you're talking to her like, so how does that make you feel? Kind of person.
You're like, don't therapy me.
I know. It's like, stop reading my mind. She gives fantastic advice, but Diana does it with some like tact, where you could tell, like, in her relationship, she puts it and swings it a different way. So it's just great to watch and to see. And poor her, we've had conversations, and I'm surprised she hasn't charged me for a session where I'm like, she's so easy to talk to. She's amazing. But yeah, it's great. So definitely watch it. She goes over some amazing, both of you guys go over some amazing subjects.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I love this show.
Same. Ashley, she goes, is that why your sister's not on here?
She is. So it's funny. She's so my sister is, I try to give her some great, she's the older sister and I'm the younger sister. So we just sometimes we butt heads, and we give each other grief a lot. But I will say that growing up, she was a big mother figure to me, and she really pushed me to like go to college and do things. Like I'm going back to school for my associates, and it's been like 18 years since I've been working for a 2-year degree. But she's the one who like, I went into her, she works at the college, and I went and she broke everything down to me, and she really motivated me to complete. So she's fantastic. I just like to give her grief a lot. But yeah, she's me being the little sister, her being the therapist, and me being the crazy rebellious little one. We have conversations.
Yeah. She sees a lot of work involved here. Is that what you're saying?
She sure does.
Oh man, that's so funny. Anyways, guys, check this one out. This episode was amazing. Have you ever given or been the victim of the silent treatment in your marriage? Well, if that is the case, then this one is for you. So again, like we often do, and we don't ever put anyone on blast, okay? So don't think that we do that, but we will take posts that we see, and we cut out the name if there is one. They're normally anonymous anyway, so usually we don't have to even care about that, but we will react to posts that we see, and it's often in the MOMnation Arizona group. We try and pull from there first because that's our audience, but we will pull from other Facebook groups as well. And this particular one was from a different Facebook group, and this mom was or wife rather was having an issue with the silent treatment in her marriage and how confusing it was for her, and just was looking for some advice on how to deal with that. So Diana, in pure Diana fashion, came out with some really great tips for this mom. And if you guys are dealing with this, then I highly suggest that you check it out. This one is hosted on Everything MOMnation is on our YouTube channel, MOMnation USA. Everything Real Estate is on our team channel, Team Evo AZ. Okay, guys, and that's both on YouTube. All right, over and out. We've got Ashley Parker as not only the first commenter, but also the last. Thank you so much for being here. F and out.
Bye.
Oh, hey, Marissa. Marissa came. She was number one top tenor. Number one. All right, we already called last last comment, but we really, really do appreciate. Thank you so much for sharing, Mama. We really do appreciate the last of the comments coming in. We did call last already, just so that you know. All right, guys, it is 11 o'clock on the button. I'm out. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to MOMnation, where moms find real support, real connection, and real community. Founded in 2014 by Katie Holly Lambert, MOMnation started as a way to unite and empower moms. Now it's grown into a movement. Through vibrant communities, local events, and meaningful conversations, MOMnation helps moms grow, share, and thrive together. Listen to From the Heart, where we share inspirational stories, useful information, and discuss a variety of women-related topics. And check out Live and Learn, where moms just like you share helpful tips, tools, and real-life skills. Be part of something bigger. Visit www.momnation.com and follow us on social media, because motherhood is better when we do it together.